Alright guys, Papa Pepper here. This is actually a dual purpose video. The one is I'm testing out my new Canon EOS Rebel T7i. This is the one that American Homestead suggested I go with instead of my Rebel T6, and there was a number of issues for some of the things I was having to deal with that I was running into. Now, this one is a great camera. I absolutely love it. It's the Rebel T6. Great, takes a lot of good pictures, much better quality than the other things I was dealing with, so really appreciated that. However, the screen's back here and the autofocus for video, I was having a lot of trouble with. Even when I was trying to have like one of my 7-year-old assistants or somebody else help me, I was running into issues. Now this one I can see what's on the screen because it's got a folding flip screen, perfect for what I'm into, and then as well it seems to be auto adjusting really well. So just wanted to test it out with that, and I'm so impressed already. I can see what's going on, I can see it's crystal clear. It's going to work out really well for me. But then also I was going to do a SOLA kind of update and post. SOLA, for those of you who don't know, SOLA.ai is, they call themselves kind of like the next gen crypto social media type thing. It's kind of more, I'm not familiar with really Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of that other stuff out there until SteamIt came along. I lived my life primarily offline. Praise God I came online when SteamIt came out, shortly thereafter. But so SOLA is kind of a simplified thing compared to SteamIt. The posts are generally much shorter. You make cards. You have a certain number of characters you can put on each one. You can add, videos, GIFs, photos, or you can do a poll, which is really nice just for getting feedback. And then if you run out of space, you just make a folded card. You add another one next to it and you continue down. So far I've been on, I forget how many weeks, but it's been at least probably about 2 months. I try to make a card every day there, at least, and I add a couple. The feedback's been interesting. Much like SteamIt, they're a global community, and they were formerly Plague, and I guess at Plague it was just kind of a lot like people running into other social media where kind of people just find things online, they're sharing that, they're discussing issues, they're having stuff, and now they added this cryptocurrency SOL, and they changed the name to SOLA. And it's been interesting. Still not listed on anything that I'm able to use, and I don't think the wallet's active at this point yet. Yeah, it says withdrawal. Never mind, looks like it's active. I've got just over 1,200 SOL. At some point I knew they were around 20 cents a piece, but even that, okay, so SOLA is young, their cryptocurrency SOL is young. It's something that's potentially a lot more user-friendly for people who aren't as good as making a nice, lengthy, professional-looking post, kind of like SteamIt is somewhat looking for. So just, sharing some original photography, some other things, some stuff, quick and easy. A lot of people find it easier to fit into their schedules and their days. They're constantly updating and improving the app for the phone. Unfortunately, my phone isn't compatible. I've got too old of a phone, so I'm doing a laptop, and it's not quite as friendly to use there, but it's still a lot of fun, still pretty good, and like I said too, then rewarding as well. So for instance, if the price of SOL went up to $5, and if I have 1,200, well then I've got what, $6,000. Now am I saying the price of SOL will go up to $5? No, but I'm saying the price of Steam is over $7 right now. Over $6. I was thinking Steam Bank dollars. Yeah, $6.50 on Steam right now. So that's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool. So again, if you're going to be spending your time online anyway, if you're going to be meeting people, building relationships, sharing whatever you're up to, I would highly recommend being involved in communities and platforms like SteamIt.com and SOLA.ai, because they're places where you can potentially get rewarded for what you're already doing. I heard that Facebook is going to try to implement some sort of cryptocurrency and reward system and stuff too, and that's cool. YouTube has always had opportunities for people to get paid, but often very few people get paid, and it's very hard to. So to have something like this where any average user, you know, person off the street can sign up, get an account for free, and start blogging, posting, sharing, making cards, that type of stuff, commenting, and potentially get rewarded for it. I think this is a complete revolution in not only social media, but the world as we know it, as this technology, you know, connects people all the way around the world, and to be building these relationships and getting rewarded for doing so, I think is insane. But I'm blessed to be part of it all. You know, I don't think people would have ever imagined that we'd be able to do the things that we're able to do now, and then, you know, in person. I mean, even, you know, this camera was bought because I spent some time posting on Steemit. The camera I'm recording this on, same thing. So what am I doing with this one now that I got a new one? I'm actually just giving it away. This camera cost me hundreds of dollars, but I thought, you know what? It'll really help somebody else step up their game, produce so much better quality content, and kind of document, you know, whatever they're up to in a lot more professional manner. So anyway, this test looks like it's going great. If you guys haven't checked out SOLA yet, I'd recommend it. At least sign up, get an account, check it out. I think we're still very early on in the stages of that, and a lot of people who struggle even at Steemit find they get a lot more interaction, a lot more visibility on SOLA. So if you're kind of trying to get noticed, it may be easier for you to do so over there. And one person says, you know, they're horrible at Steemit, but they are very successful, doing a very good job over at SOLA. So, all right, pop out.